Someone is suggesting the way you are talking, you are guru in the making, meaning I have the qualities of being a preacher and a guru. I wonder whether anybody can plan like this, but it appears people are planning like this. Spiritual business. Spiritual business is a very flourishing activity in India, especially. Actually, India shows the way of spiritual life to many, many people around the globe. Is it worthwhile trying to be spiritual somebody at all? A guru or a shishya or a preacher, whatever the name. Spiritual life. Is there some life called spiritual life? And how it is different from ordinary life? If you think about it, there is a difference between life to life. Somebody lives a particular life, a business life. Somebody lives a scholarly academic life. Somebody lives the life of a politician. Is life so much different from one life to another? That's the question. And if all these lives are so much predominantly visible around our society, how come the spiritual life is different from all these lives? Is it just an attitude? Is it a way of life? Or is it a flourishing business? Things being what they are, as we see in our own, really, in our country, in India, it has become big business. Because as technology has grown, the market has widened up. Across the oceans, around continents, the spiritual business is a selling commodity. So whenever somebody capable of talking some metaphysics, something about soul, something about afterlife, and even some ethics, and some role model, whatever it is, one can very easily think of going into the spiritual business life. Like every other business, the motto of business, the purpose of business, and the design of business is to make profit. Profit generally is material profit. If it is not material as a business, it is immaterial. Actually, many people take up this spiritual business in view of many, many aspirations. Some want to wield power, some have their perversions, and some have their fantasies. Some just have the complex of a predominantly godlike complex, omnipotent complex. They want to satisfy that very easily. A man who cannot lead a normal life, who cannot lead his own family, who cannot lead the society from any sphere of life, he thinks of becoming a spiritual guru. And perhaps if they are very, very persistent, if they are sticking to their business, sometime or the other, perhaps nowadays it has become faster also. They become leaders in their chosen life. Spiritual life is very much appreciated now. People are following because spiritual life is appealing not only to the intellect, not only to the emotion, but some psyche within every human being to know or to ponder about something beyond their comprehension, beyond their experience, beyond their normal way of life. So, more and more in this modern age, where technology is predominantly having a say over the way of life of everyone, spiritualism has become a very fashionable way of life, at least to follow spiritual leaders, listen to them for some time, quote them, and venerate them has also become a fashion. This is for good. This is definitely for the betterment of society, because there is no shortcut to better life except by following better people. Spiritual gurus or scholars or path makers are definitely different from all others in the sense they don't think in the normal way, but they think in a different way. And different way gives a different perspective for life. Perhaps it will show you the significant part of life which is generally missing in ordinary life. So gurus are necessary. But the thing is, a guru cannot be selfish. A guru cannot be seeking perverse pleasures. A guru cannot indulge in mundane materialistic gains. If you think of this, you may find a right guru in some person who is above all these things, or become some sort of guru by yourself. A guru in the spiritual way should be ideally a simple man, unpretentious man, peace-loving man, and should show you the way of life devoted for excellence without too much botheration, who can put you on the right track if you are confused in your way. Find a guru, or better, find a guru within yourself. That is real spiritual pursuit.